All right, in this lesson or this lab, we're going to be doing the steel wool rusting experiment again, except we're going to do this in two different containers. One of the containers is going to be open to the air, so air can go in and out, and the other one will be closed off and hopefully airtight. So, first step, piece of steel wool, just like before, we're going to fluff it up, pull it apart, get it as floofy as possible, and then shove it in the cup. Push it down towards the bottom, and then pour vinegar up until it's just barely covered. Don't fill the whole cup up with vinegar, that's a waste. Just fill it up to the point where it's covered, and you can kind of see where it's darker in the cup. So just cover it, let it sit for about a minute, and then you pull the steel wool out and squeeze it dry. You want to get as much of that vinegar out as possible. Then you're going to take it and pull it apart. And once you have it pulled apart, I need to take one of these Erlenmeyer flasks that are conical shaped, and you insert it into there. And you push it all the way down. Now, for one of them, you're then going to take a balloon and put the balloon over the lip. This might be a pretty difficult task. It'll definitely help with partners, and you might tear the balloon, but for me, that went pretty easy. So it's going to look like this. You have the steel wool in there, balloon on top, blocking off the air so the air can't go in and out. Now, what you're going to do here, we have a closed container. You're going to weigh it. If you're not sure how to use one of these triple beam balances, check out the video in the notes right above this one. So you weigh it, write it down in your notes, set it off to the side. We're going to let this react overnight, so it'll be going longer than what our previous experiment with the thermometers were. And then you're going to do a second beaker. Same thing. You get the steel wool, let it soak in vinegar, squeeze out the vinegar, you put the steel wool in there, but you're not going to put a balloon over the top. This is going to be our open container. And once you have the steel wool in there, ready to go, you set this on here, you measure it, you write down our starting mass, and you set it aside overnight. And then tomorrow when you come back, we'll weigh both of these and compare them to the starting masses. When you are done, make sure you clean up. So on the second day, I don't have the forceps out. They're like little long tweezers. You can reach in there, grab the steel wool, pull it out, rinse this, make sure it's all clean. Throw the steel wool in the trash. Don't put it back in the container with the clean, unreacted steel wool. Make sure the countertop is cleaned and wiped up. Don't leave anything out that wasn't out before you did the lab.